Hello everyone, welcome back to the PPM stream. PPM stands for Peterborough Plastic Modelling Group, which is a Facebook group. We put that on for them, this live stream for them once a week on a Wednesday. So yeah. So this week on panel we have Mark Smots.
Good evening.
And we have the Panzer Cat.
Meow.
And we have Lindseys Builds.
Good evening.
We should have Ron, but he's forgot to put 50p in the meter. So no.
More like a shilling.
Shilling. Sixpence. So anyway, yes. So we'll go straight in with the chat. There's not a lot of chat. We've got the Fenris Railroad says, hi guys, got the comfy chair and in the shed for the last few days. Panzer Cat comes in with meow. Apple says, darn it, that's Snowy pinching the comfy seat closest to the cookie jar and the coffee maker. Typical. Evening, folks, on panel and in Chatterland. Welcome in, Apple. We've got Jeff Light in. We've got Jeff and Maggie, and he says, a very good evening, guys. Good evening to you, Jeff and Maggie.
Hi, Jeff and Maggie.
We've got TBG Model Works in. Says, hi, everyone.
TBG.
Hi, TBG. Apple says, evening, Jeff and James. TBG says, hi, Apple. And we've got David Markey in. Welcome in, David Markey.
Hi, David.
Evening, Lindsay, and evening, folks.
Yes, good evening, all.
Apple says, hi, David Markey. So we're a little bit thin on the ground tonight. Whether Ron will come in, we don't know. Depends on whether somebody lends him 50p for the meter. TBG says, hi, David Markey. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the link in the chat just for one space at the moment. So if anybody wants to come in, fill that extra space in. But if Ron don't come in by, say, 7:30, then I'll offer his seat to someone else. So put the link in the chat. So if anybody wants to come in, you're quite welcome to, as long as you're doing something at the bench. So there's the link. David Markey says hello, Apple. He also says hello, Mark. He says hello, Dave. He also says hello, Panzer, and hello, James. We've got Stephen Haynes modelling, and it says hi, Lindsay, Mark, Panzer, and Dave. Good evening, Stephen Haynes.
Hi, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen.
TBG's at it already, look. It says, I thought PPM stood for Panzer's Plastic Modelling. That's a good one, James, that is. Good one, James. Apple says, hello, Stephen H. David Market said, I had a very late notice you was on. Oh, really? Oh. Well, at least you know I'm here anyway. Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, Apple. Also says, hi, Jeff. And he says, hi, TBG. And hi, David Markey. TBG says, Mum's kicking off at the carer at the moment. All right, TBG. Jeff Light says, hi, Stephen. Mark's Hobbies. Hi, one and all. Welcome in, Mark's Hobbies.
Hi, Mark's Hobbies.
Hello.
Hi, Mark Hobbies.
Stephen Haynes says, hi, Mark's Hobbies. Jeff Light says, hi, Apple. Okay, so we go to the bench. So who's doing what? So we'll go to Dave Matt Builds first.
Okay, I'm doing the Inferno Squad, the Warhammer, on here. Make sure it's cleared up a bit. Just started on the one of the troops. This is from another Ultimate Starter Kit, but without the fort. So I've got more to do, and hopefully I shall get these done tonight.
Cool, thank you very much. Okay, you got a Mark's Hobby, Mark's Mods. Nearly said Mark's Hobbies then.
So I'm going to continue on with this 3D wooden model train that I got from the range. I was doing a bit more of it last night. So that's where I'm at with it. So I'm just going to continue. And I'm really just taking my time with this. I'm not rushing it or anything. So, yeah, when I finish it, I finish it.
Oh, cool. Lovely job.
Are you chuffed you got one of them, Mark?
Yeah, at £3.29 I am.
Okay, so we'll pamphlet.
I'm actually continuing on with the Magic Factory MRZR which I started on the PPM stream exactly a week ago today. So this is where I got up to. While we were in the green room chatting, I managed to add a couple of extra bits onto it. So
Yeah.
that's what I will be doing today.
Nice one. Yeah, thank you very much, Panzer.
Okay.
So we'll go to me. Oh, Warhammer. Something I said I wasn't going to do. So yeah,
Extra share.
well, these are a work in progress, so I'm just going to get them cleared up. Necron to Tomb Blades. So I'm going to finish this one off tonight. Painting. I've got to repair it because yeah, it's what I fetched out the bin. So I don't like to waste models. So this is what I should be doing. So that's me. Okay, David Marcus says hello, Jeff and Maggie. TBG says hi, Stephen Haynes. Apple says hi, Mark's Hobbies. David Marcus says hello, Mark. Jeff Light says hi, David M. Mark's Hobby says hi, Stephen Apple. TBG says hi, Jeff Light and the lady Maggie. Jeff Light says hi, TBG. Mark's Hobby says hi, David. TBG Model Work says hi, Stephen Haynes. TBG says Mark's Hobbies. Mark's Hobby says hi, TBG. So, yeah. Let's get cracking. We've got 14 in so far. So that's not a bad little number to start off with. So I hope you've all had a good week so far.
Yeah.
Cool.
Been getting Easter eggs off Santa Claus on.
What off the Santa Bunny?
Just as well, Dave, the fattening.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely not good for you.
Not good for your bank balance either. Well, I saw the price of them and the size of them and thought, blimey.
Yeah, a bit extortion, aren't they?
Mm.
So don't forget there is a link in there if you want to come and pop on.
Yes, please come along, join us. We don't bite. Very friendly.
Panzer's been inoculated.
I have.
Yeah. Damn it. These stupid things don't want to get built.
Maybe they're upset with you for throwing them in the bin.
Oh, definitely got it in for me anyway.
The well-known saying, infamy, infamy, they've all got infamy.
Yeah.
tell you what I'm sick and tired of hearing about now is the blooming Pope.
Yeah. I think the news should start talking about the PPM stream.
Oh, that's big news on YouTube when Lindseys doing a giveaway.
Oh, yeah. There won't be any more of them for a long time. That's for sure. Anybody want to do the belly and bench?
You're okay. I'll ask the question for everyone. Okay, folks and members of the panel, what is in your belly, or what will be going into your belly if you haven't already eaten it? What is on your bench? And what's your beverage of choice? And I think we'll start with Dave Mack. Dave, what about you? What's in your belly?
A chocolate shake and on my bench is Warhammer Troops, and my beverage I had earlier was a nice cup of hot chai.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Mark? What's in your belly?
I was a bit boring. I just had a fruit salad. Benches, coffee. Beverages, coffee, and benches. This wooden kit.
Mm-hmm. What about Lord Lindsay? What is in your belly?
I had pizza, samosas, buttered mushrooms, and chicken strips, and with a cup of tea. And my bench is Warhammer.
I myself had some chicken curry and rolls. My beverage is a cup of coffee, and you already know what's on my bench, which is this Magic Factory MZRZ.
Cool.
What about people in the audience? Viewers, the all important viewers.
Most important people.
They don't appear to be biting tonight.
No.
David Markey is the first one in. He says, belly was slow cooked casserole with a pint of lemon squash for burnt tongue. And he fixed a whole pit in his HMS Victory. That's a hole, a wooden hole in his model. It's not nice when you burn your tongue in food.
Yeah. HMS Victory. Is that the Rebel one?
No, he's doing the Prado one.
Ah, right, okay.
Come on, what about the rest of you? I'm sure you've eaten or you're busy cooking food. So, 51 and 16. Jeff Light. Belly note as yet not decided on what it will be. The beverage is currently lemonade. Bench is still his resin spaceship, the drop fleet cruiser Ajax. See me BMW is in. He says, hi everyone. TBG is saying belly is cheese and salad cream sarnie and a chocolate cake. Bench is not sure and he thinks it's a Spitfire and beverage is a pint of Airfix.
Hello there, Seamus. Welcome in, mate.
Hi, Seamus.
Hi,
Yes,
Seamus.
hello. Yes, hello, Seamus. It is F51. F16.
Okay. Did you do TBG's comment?
What one? Delivery today. He had a delivery today of an AMA Amati. What's that say?
Okay, I'll take it from here. Jeff
Yeah.
Light said, belly now as yet, not decided will be beverage, currently lemonade, bench still my resin spaceship, drop fleet, cruiser, Ajax. Cool. Seamus, we know Seamus is in. TBG says, belly, cheese, salad, cream, sarnie, chocolate cake, bench not sure, I think it's a Spitfire, beverage, a pint of Airfix. TBG says, hi Seamus. David Markey says, delivery today, Mighty Ballerina, so something like that. New Bedford whaleboat, 1860 wooden kit. Cool. Seamus says hi James. Jeff Light says hi Seamus. David Market says hi Seamus. Seamus says hi Jeff. He also says hi David. Apple says Bellywood's half price beef pasties, hash browns, bev, coffee as usual. Seamus says hi all on panel. Apple says even Seamus. Seamus says hi Apple. So if anybody does want to come in, let me know in the chat and then I'll put the link in the chat. David Markey says tis 116 kit. Nice. Very nice. Sure, everybody's quiet tonight.
Some nights the chat is just quiet.
Mm.
You of course realise it will get busy about 10 minutes before the end of the stream.
Yeah. Usually does, doesn't it?
Let's see. C1.
Need to find the instructions for these. A print guide. There is somewhere. Apple says, what nights were they, Panzer? The Baron nights.
Who remembers the Barren Nights?
Maybe Marky's laughing his head off. Where is the instructions? Could be anywhere. TVG says we live in fear of Mark the moderator sending us the YouTube channel. Jeff Light says the vast majority are probably feeding their faces. Yeah.
Now, would I do something like that?
Yes. Did you notice there was absolutely no hesitation there?
Mark's mods the henchman.
The headhunter.
Hell of a what's that? Not that draw. Plenty of Star Wars things.
But no instructions for your Necrons.
Just been through this draw. Sure enough, yeah. Blank. No point chucked them away. I think I have. This is not good. Need to have a look, see if I can find. I found the box.
But have you found the instructions in the box?
They probably are in the box. No more. Look.
Well, according to the weather forecast, it's supposed to get warmer for the weekend.
Oh, is it?
I believe that when I see it, Panzer.
Yes.
Yeah, Dave, you do live in the rainiest place in the UK.
Yeah, that's why it's called Rainchester.
Okay, Jeff Light says, yes, I remember the Barron Knights. And we've got Frankie Day's models here. Welcome in, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie.
Frankie.
And he says, ahoy, Sir Lindsay and the gallant crew, looking great, fellas. Apple says, now, Lindsay, when you binned that model, did you bin the instructions? No. David Markey says, hello, Frankie. Apple says, hi, Frankie. Jeff Light says, hi, Frankie. TBG says, hi, Frankie Day. Seamus says, hi, Frankie Day Models.
And next week is going to be a surprise build by me.
Mm.
The surprise is somebody else is buying it for him.
No, I started a bit of it tonight, so I'll be doing a lot more on it next week. But somehow I'm going to have to attach my camera that's a bit high up.
We've got Tin Man's Model Garage in. He says, hiya, peeps.
Oh,
That's
Tin
it,
Man.
Welcome in, Tin Man. Seamus says, Lindsay, did you ever finish the Eddie Stobart rig? No, I didn't. I put it back in its box and it's been in the stash ever since. I think it's been in there about a year and a half, maybe. But I will get around to finishing it. TBG says, see it's sold out. See my BMW says, hi, Tin Man's Model Garage. Yeah, you was asking about that, weren't you, Mark, the other week?
Yes.
You should be getting the right weather soon, so I'll spray it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because I'm going to use rattle guns on it. All the sub-assemblies are done on it. Just got to spray it. It's all in primer as well. At least one thing, the primer will be hardened well, won't it?
Yeah. 32 mil.
Shaman says, same here, we'll take it out someday. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Jeff Light says, hi, Tim, man. At least I'm not the only one. Apple says, it's been a glorious day up here. Started foggy, then God's yo-yo appeared and burned it all out. Back to the sea. David Markey says, hello, Timothy. No, I've got 16 in.
Well, it's 2 more than what we had earlier.
Right, I'm gonna have to wait for that to dry.
In that case, Mark, you can get around then.
Yeah, could do with a nice speckled hen.
Last time I had speckled hen, I had to go to the chemist. Get a prescription for it.
Oh, Max disappeared.
Oh, wow. Seamus says, well, guys, have to go. My fish supper has arrived. Laugh out loud. Yummy, yum. Thank you very much for coming in anyway,
Thanks,
Seamus.
Seamus.
Well, we now know what Seamus is having for his belly.
God knows what happened there.
You've been sharing one's 50p, ain't you?
Mm-hmm.
For a second, I thought you was having trouble with your windows again.
No.
I don't think Ron's coming on now.
No.
He's probably walking around his flat thinking, there's something I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be doing something important. I feel it's important.
Probably
I
when
know-
he's looking for his G-string.
I know it's important.
David Markey says, later, Seamus. Apple says, oh, and there was me thinking Mark had gone to get around the coffees in. You got no chance. Mark's Mods has put Panzer Cat's channel in.
Thank you, Mark.
He's also put Dave Matt Builds in.
Thank you, Mark.
And he's also put his own YouTube channel in. So if you're not subscribed to the channels, please take a look, see what you think. And if you like what you see, give them a good old subscription and push the notification bell, guys. TBG says 16 watching. They realise the latest inmates from YouTube jail.
Hiya, Gina.
Hello, Gina.
Hi, Gina.
Hello, sis. TBG says hi, Gina. David Marquis says hello, Gina. Apple says nice to see you. Second time today, Gina's Crafts. I've not had a chance to watch anybody's streams. I haven't. Not really. Too busy. Yeah. Too much going on at the moment.
How do you mean, Lindsay?
Just ain't got time to do anything at the moment with YouTube. Like I'm doing that room for all my models and usual house stuff, and you know,
Is it a room just for your models, or are you doing a studio in there?
no, it's just a room for the models.
Ah, right.
It's too small for a studio, Mark.
So it's like a little box room.
A bit smaller than a box room, mate, to be honest. I mean, it'll do what I want it to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Leaves more room to build more models then.
Yeah, a bit like mine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true, Apple. Very true, mate. Jesus Christ says I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Gina, I think you're helping build it.
She just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah. You could help decorate it with the diamond paintings.
Yeah.
And we've got Mr. Quano in, and he says, hi all. Hello there, Dan.
Hi,
Hi,
Dan.
Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, I've been doing the garden as well at the same time.
Steady, Lindsay.
Because that got neglected last year. There's nothing done at all last year. So when the model room is done for the models, then start painting my kitchen.
Nice to see you got the priorities straight there. Model room, then the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to start doing some decorating myself soon.
At the end of the day, that's where Lindsay cooks his bacon, so he needs it free. He can't shut it down for very long.
Oh no, can't shut the kitchen down. No, that bacon has to keep flowing. Bacon has to keep flowing, mate. Apple says hi, Dan. Jeff Light says hi, Dan. David Barkey says hello, Dan. Mark's Hobbies, big thumbs up. Thank you very much.
He'll have one of them camping stoves on standby.
Oh yeah.
I've got two in here.
Well, that's it. In the summertime, just light up the barbecue, keep it going all day, keep throwing the bacon on it.
Yeah. I'll have a barbecue on my own.
Just get some bread rolls from the shop in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I was going to have a barbecue for my birthday, but I've decided to put that on the back burner because I'm going to take a nice trip out to Cumbria.
Oh, nice. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Go to Penrith.
Penrith.
Just love going there. Well, I go all over.
Penrith. Mm.
Not far from Ullswater.
Mm. Well, I know where it is.
I want to go to my favourite churches there. Just love them old churches up there.
Let's let them dry off a bit, and I'll put soap.
Hands up.
Yes.
I now have a Hoover for my desk.
That's not a Hoover. This is a Hoover.
That's too small to be a Hoover.
It does my bench.
Yeah, I can see the state of your bench.
Mm-hmm. Look. There you go. Look at that. Look at that nice neat little thing. There we go.
Apple says, so did you get the compulsory letter from your local council about your jungle? Is it meant to be a garden? Jamanje. It's when you can't see the dog in the grass, then you know you have to cut it.
Or get a bigger dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to produce oxygen somehow.
Normally I have a nice garden, but it's like I say, last year was not a good year, was it? So if you walk that. So yeah, so I couldn't do anything. So it got neglected for a whole year. All my fences have been painted now. My shed's been painted. I had new back put in my shed. So we're getting there. What I've got to do now is buy a new greenhouse.
Two.
Another 5-10 minutes to dry off. So we should be having a gallery soon. So if you haven't got your pictures in yet, please do so. If you want to become a member of the PPM Facebook group, Mark will put the link in for you.
Two sacks.
So if you can get your builds in before 8 o'clock, it'd be much appreciated.
Just want to glue this tiny piece in.
So if you're enjoying the stream, put the thumbs up, guys. Be much appreciated. Nano. there's the Facebook group. If anybody wants to join it, you must be a modeler though. Must stress you must be a modeler or have an interest in models.
No, Mark, not that kind of model.
Because you are vetted before we let you join.
Yes, it doesn't hurt at all.
All the new members are coming in and been keeping me and Lindsay busy.
Just a bit. It's come a long way this year.
Well, I'm going to say we're what, 3 off 400. So if anybody watching knows of anybody that's into modelling and would like to join the group, please pass it on.
Wait for stuff to dry.
G26. Oh no.
Well, I'm the same, Lindsay. I'm waiting for things to dry so we can do the gallery now if you want.
Yeah, can do, mate.
Okay, let's share screen. Okay, so here is this week's gallery. So first in, we've got Sophie, and this is, I finished my first Space Marine.
Oh, cool.
There we go.
You did a good job there, Sophie.
That's a great for the first one.
Yeah.
Even highlighted the bits on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Pretty simple to paint, actually. Looks good, though.
Nice work. Okay. Give that a like. Okay, so this is Frankie Day, and he says, ahoy, Sir Lindsay, another update, buddy, working on the photo etch and to finish up the model. Wow.
HMS Art Royal.
That is a belting model, that. I had that years ago.
It's nicely weathered, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did look a bit battered by the time it's on. It's looking good. Good.
Wow.
There's something about an aircraft carrier, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I really want to do is an aircraft carrier. Brilliant work, Frankie.
Well done, Frankie. Nice one, mate.
Well done, Frankie.
We've done that far. There we go. You have to bear with me. I've got a new mouse, so I'm just getting used to it. Yeah, well, I'm being serious. This is a wireless mouse, and it's very sensitive compared to my old one, which was wired. Okay, this is Mr. Ken Ramers. So this is Chris at HPI Guys Workshop built the kit straight from the box. To me, this body looks like a Hot Wheels designer designed the body. Not a fan of this look at all.
Excuse me.
Good sun time.
Ankle.
Still looks cool, though.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I like it when they do that. Right, nice one. Fantastic, Ken.
Nice one, Ken. Thank you very much.
Okay, so this is Uncle Ron. I have a British self-propelled anti-tank gun Archer.
Tonk.
Yeah. Okay. Is it self-propelled because he's going to be whizzing it around on his carpet playing war games?
Yeah.
Nice one, Ron. That was me on Lindsay's live build on Sunday. Lindsay, do you want to explain that to anybody who didn't see it?
Yes, I was doing the HMS Dreadnought. It's I'm doing a Sunday stream, building it. It's a 1350 HMS Dreadnought 1907 ship. World War One.
There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Mr. Ken Ramers whacked up this vintage pyro kit.
Oh,
wow, that does look vintage.
Does, don't it?
132 scale as well.
Yeah.
God. It's a nice little drag, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those coupes, they make good hot rod drag cars. They do those coupes.
Just look, I mean, look at the box. That's definitely been in a stash for a long, long time.
Oh yeah, that's well old.
And that's
I don't know how old, but it is old.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody in the chat will know.
It's older than Ron, is it?
Okay, this is Graham Faulkner, who's not really much on this one. Just West Beach Raceway, 132 Slot Car Club. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's just an advertisement.
Yeah, that shouldn't really be in there, but
okay. Okay, so we've got Mr. Wayne Wellington, who says, War Chanter built from the Stormbringer magazine.
nice.
Nice. That'll look nice when it's painted.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Looking forward to the end result of that. Fine.
I was going to make sure I like these things so I know where I am. Okay, so this is Mr. James Mower. And this is Airfix 148 scale Westland Lylander. Did I get that right?
Lysander.
Yeah. Mark III, paint shoes, MRP, Tamiya, and Outlaw paints, weathered with oils and powders. Hey, tell you one thing, you wouldn't want to blow a tyre in that, would you? You'd have no undercarriage left.
And bombs are very close to the wheels, aren't they?
That's what I'm saying. If you had a blown tyre, then bye-bye anything underneath.
Nice build, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice one, James.
It's got a great feel for blending the camo in as well.
Yeah. Okay, this is Ronald Schoon. This is work in progress. So this is his Land Rover he's been working on. In fact, I think we've already had that. I think it's jumbled it up. 2 seconds. Yes, we have. My bad. Okay, so this is the link for tonight's stream. And then this is, well, was yesterday. Tonight at 7:30 was James Mower's Westland Lysander, whatever. Yeah. I'm really butchering names. Okay, so this is Panzer. Got the winch mechanism on the Churchill Avray Mark 4 done with carrier cables. Better, fuller images will follow at a later date.
In other words, it's too big to get on the bench, so I need to take it down to the photo booth and take some better photographs so you can actually see the full bridge in all its glory. So that's the carrier cables that I ordered. They arrived on Thursday of last week. So over the course of a weekend, I was able to fit and connect them and plumb them up so that they all were nice and taut.
Take it you're happy with them then?
Yes. Well, I had to wait 2 weeks for them to arrive, but that's them now. I've got them. They're installed.
Nice work, Panzer.
Thank you.
Nice one, Panzer, mate.
Nice one, Panzer.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is Frankie Day.
You have to go into the comments to know what it is.
Right, hold on. So this is a USS Ward DD-139 1941 blue jacket wood kit, 1 meter long. Whoa. Oh my word.
That's only just part of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Frankie, if you're watching, if you could take some more photos of that front, side, and the back.
Mm.
That is one awesome build.
That's like a teaser photo, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Very teaser.
You just want to see more.
That's nice.
Nice one, Frankie. That looks amazing. Yeah, like that. Okay, so this is Natasha, who says, "Oh my God, here goes another. I'm giving this a go, but there's only one change to this. But I know it's my model. I can change it if I want."
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's a Eurofighter.
Blackjack.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to seeing some progress on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so this is Andrew Pace, and this is latest one finished today. The Revell P111H6. This makes 6 models completed so far this year. To zoom in a bit on this one. There we go. Right. Yeah, I get the emoji.
Yeah, it's
yeah. That cannot be shown. If not, we get into trouble.
Oh, the what's it on it?
Yeah.
Like that emoji.
Yeah. We all know what's there. Brilliant.
Nice one, Andrew.
Okay, this is Mr. Dave Matt Builds, and this is a work in progress. Just started on doing the Warhammer diorama. So that's your ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh, nice.
And I had to use a foam cutter for that, a hot foam cutter.
I can see where you're going with this.
Yeah, because on the edges there, where like a rock face, I'm going to put like mud on that. But once it's all glued, put mud on it coming down, and then start weathering it. And there's that piece that you gave me.
Oh, that piece there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to measure it out perfectly, so it perfectly sits on there at the top.
Nice.
Very
I like
nice.
the detail work you put in there.
Hey?
I like the detail work you put in the ruins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It still needs plenty of weathering doing on it, though.
Yeah. But I can actually see where you're going with the diorama.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Panzer again with work on the tiny 1/35th Magic Factory MRZRD4 I started on last week's PPM stream.
And
Well, that is small.
the bottle of paint is there for scale.
Tiny.
Looks like that Willys Jeep I attempted.
Mm.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is Edward Leonard. A 1968 Ford Mustang GT fastback in Highland Green I made for my brother-in-law to recreate the car he owned. Thanks for looking. Cheers.
Nice.
Really nice engine work. I like the pipes being a different colour.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
I like how he's got that tan look for the leather for the interior. Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
Very nice. Very nice. The diorama sets it up as well, doesn't it?
Yes. Brilliant one. There we go. Nice one, Edward. Give that a like.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, so let me go to a refresh. Scroll down to... So I've liked that one. Yeah. Yeah. Right, 'cause it's mixed it up again. Okay, so this is Dan. Custom made Judge Death figure in 1/6 scale.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I like the way he's done the fabric on that.
No, it's different.
Yeah.
Very different. Cool.
Brilliant. Fantastic, Dan.
Nice one.
Okay, so this is Mr. James Mower. This is a Revell 144 scale Flower Class Corvette HMS Buttercup, painted with Vallejo model air paints, weathered with powders, built before the first lockdown.
Wow.
Right, we have to zoom in. There we go.
That's a lot of shit.
That was one of the original Matchbox kits as well. I remember seeing it on the 1976 Matchbox catalogue.
Almost. It's got the depth charge rack on the back.
Yeah. What a cracking job on that.
Ooh.
It's nice, James. Nice. Very nice. Good.
Yeah, really good. Okay. Okay, so this is done again. This is the winged thingy that goes on the shoulder of the 1/6 scale Judge Death. Wow.
He was working on that last night on primetime, on the primetime stream, and he was telling me that overall length is about 3 centimeters.
Yeah.
By the time he's printed it out and scaled it down.
Cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually based on my ex, but close enough.
Okay, and I think this is finally, we have JC with my next car modification project, which is a Tamiya 112 Nissan 240ZG with an aftermarket 3D printed engine and a full 3D printed tandem body kit. Started painting the base for a 3D printed corrupted Tenjin figure. Also freely admitting in slightly down the Warhammer hole as I made a purchase in Warhammer store in Peterborough on Friday.
Nice. Some detail there.
Nice.
Mm.
And those discs, they're 3D printed, if I remember him saying.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Because the kit ones didn't have the vents, did they?
Yes, that's right. This is his aftermarket engine that he purchased.
It's nice. Some nice detail there.
Mm.
Very nice detail. Just shows you what a 3D print can do, innit? Or, aftermarket parts.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
16-volt twin cam.
So that's what he's ordered. That's what he's got from Warhammer.
No, this is I think this is something that's 3D printed.
Right. Oh, that's it.
This is the Warhammer purchase.
Nice, very nice.
Got quite a few paints.
Yeah.
Some good work on there tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
That's one,
believe
James. Nice one.
that's it. So that is tonight's PPM gallery all done.
So, yeah, hope everyone enjoyed the gallery. Some great stuff there as usual.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll keep posting. Right, okay. Mark's Mods has put the Facebook group in, so that's the link for it if you want to join. JC Bricks and Builds is in and said, "Evening, Lindsay, gang, and all in Chatland."
Hey, JC.
Hey, JC.
Apple
Hi,
says,
JC.
"Hi, JC." JC Bricks and Builds says, "Hey, Apple." Jeff Light says, "Hi, JC." TBG says, "Cool Art Royal, Frankie." Yes, it was very nice. Apple says, "Nice weathering on the Art Royal, but missing are the barnacles on the hull." TBG says, "Wireless mouse. I thought we didn't do tail docking anymore." Oh, he's very close to the knuckle there. TBG says, "Self-propelled. It drove backwards." JC Bricks and Bills. So Jeff. TBG says, "Hi, SpongeBob." TBG says, "Nice one, PK." Quano said, "Just added some tips on Judge Death." TBG says, "Prepared to be judged." TBG says, "Definitely going down a rabbit hole, Dave." TBG says, "Cool Stang." JC Bricks and Build says, "Hey, TBG." David Markey says, "Hello, JC." JC says, "Hi, David." And we've got our baby cakes in, and she says, "Hello, the love doctor."
Hello, baby cakes.
Hello.
Hello there, baby cakes. David Markey says, "Excellent work, folks." Yes, very much so. David Markey says, "Hello, DP." DP says, "Hi, David." And we've got Mr. Bellemont Son in. And he says, "I want to build a 260Z for my friend who met in 1960 at the age of 5. Since there isn't a kit for that, what is closer to it, a 240 or a 280? Have you got any ideas on that, JC? David Markey says, "Hello, Mr. Bellemont Son." It's been a long time since we've seen you, Mr. Bellemont Son. Thank you for coming in. TBG says, "Hi, baby cakes." Baby Kate says, "Hi, TBG." So, yes. Back to it. So I'm listening to music as well. Listening to Scooter. Baby Cake says, "Hi, Apple." Yeah, a little you. Apple says, "Yes, not bad. Been out and about on my e-bike, learning to ride off-road tracks." Baby Cakes. Apple's doing a bit of scrambling. JC Bricks and Build says, "The 240Z would be your best bet, as on the 260Z, the nose is slightly cut down, so nothing major is different." Baby Kate says, "Hi, JC." So there's your answer to that, Mr. Bellamonson. Mr. Melamonson, says JC. Thank you very much. Okay, Apple says, okay, word from Celia, Hamish is home from the vets, having lost one of his claws where the broken glass cut into his paw. Oh. And yes, he's had a boot on both forepaws. Oh, bless him. JC Bricks and Build says, just found the Intex Industries used to do the 260Z as a kit, but backdates to the 1970s. JC Bricks and Bill says, hey there, baby cakes. And we've also got Ted's Cars and Guitars in. Welcome in. And he says, hello, everyone.
Hello, Ted.
Hello.
David Markey says, hello, Ted. Apple says, hi, Ted. Mr. Bellamont says, JC, that's cool. I'll search for it. TBG Model Work says, hi, Ted's Cars and Guitars. It's a shame we can't play music while we're listening on a stream.
No, you'll get copyrighted.
I know. I'm hoping I don't pull my headphones out. Definitely would. Yes. Right.
D30. and D23.
No, 19.
That was a big sigh.
It's getting these parts in with these, them arms.
Yeah.
They're that fragile. I struggle with them.
This may sound stupid to you and other people, but I've known people to put stubborn stuff like that in with KY gel.
Right.
Oh, well, Dave Mack's got plenty of that.
Don't use it.
Macho man, eh?
That's how he keeps his head very shiny.
Yeah, wash it every day. I should say I wash my stubble every day.
I used to use it for building hydraulics, putting the seals and everything in with.
Right, that's that one done. Finally. Well, it looks like I'm not going to get these finished tonight. I was hoping I would.
There's always another day, Dave. Always another day.
What time is it now? I've got time to go.
Yeah, 30 minutes, mate.
20. 20.
Yeah. 47 and 53.
Right, I'm going to put a final load of links in for tonight.
Ted's Cars and Guitar says, sorry, I have been away for a while. I went through a long period that I did not want to do any modelling. And I also had to have surgery on my left hand. Well, everybody needs some time out, Ted, especially if you've got an injured left hand. Quano says, I am eager for the next delivery of the Ecto 1 to arrive so I can finish the outer body shell of the car.
Wow.
Mark's Mods has put the Panzer Cat YouTube in, and also Dave Builds.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow, hoping that all the parts to finish my orrery arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've missed you doing that.
It has been benched for a while.
Mark's Mods has put his channel in and also the Facebook group again. So if you want to join the Facebook group, please do so. There's the link, which is the www.facebook.com groups Lindseys Builds, Lindseys Models.
Also, a bit of advice, Mark, when you do that. The thing, like with mine, when the moon is going around the planet Earth, it tends to jam.
Right.
So be careful of that.
Okay.
Apple says, and the blackbird in the background is applying for a new mate in whoever's got the question mark. Ooh.
If everything goes to plan, then I'm going to have a complete let's build weekend.
Yeah. A marathon.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you'll know, Dave, there's editing to do, uploading to do, and
Yeah.
Takes its time.
It does. Because I use CapCut now.
Okay.
Which ain't a bad program, to be honest with you, not bad at all. But it does take a while, but it was better than the other one I was using, that Windows Movie Maker.
I pay annually for Power Director.
Yeah.
And I've used them since day one. I did try Adobe Premiere. I just did not get on with it.
It's whatever you're comfortable with, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and what I like about Power Director is it's got loads of stock stuff, so you can do like countdown timers and all that.
How much does that cost, if you don't mind me asking?
I pay for it annually, so it's every year. Hang on. Just trying to find out.
Ted's Cars and Guitar said, so I've been working on the Fujimi McLaren MP4 12C GT3. Very nice.
Wow.
Apple says, hang fire, where is Snowy? As he started the show but has not made one comment since maybe he fell asleep. Baby Kate says, hi, Quano.
This mouse really doesn't want to go where you want it to.
We actually sent him a link.
We did, yes.
Yeah.
So it's on offer at the moment. It's £51.99 per year.
Well, that's not bad, is it?
But you see, both me and Julie use it.
Yeah.
So but the amount of stock stuff you can do on it, I really like it. And then you can directly upload it to YouTube through it.
Oh, right. You can with CapCut as well, but I'd rather do it the old-fashioned way, to be honest with you. To get everything, make sure everything's on there that needs to go on.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Quano says, hi, Baby Capes. So if you enjoyed the show, guys, show your appreciation, put the thumbs up, be much appreciated. Those in the chat, also people watching in the background, and also PPM members that's watching on YouTube. If you've got a device, give us a thumbs up. Makes us come back every week. Quano says, hi, Baby Cakes.
Oh, come on, guys. 16 thumbs up and 20 watching. Oh, come on. Who hasn't put a thumbs up?
Apple says, is that 2 inches or Panzer's usual 5.5 inches? Thumbs up, that is. I think, to be fair, a lot of people have just been passing through.
You can still pass through and put a thumbs up, you know. It's just a click of the mouse. Ah, that's better. Now it's gone up to 19.
Cool. So do you remember David Pearce, Trance Anthems 2008, Mark?
Oh, yes.
I'm just reading one of the comments out here. This geezer says, I played this at work and the young ones were horrified by my moves. Cars and Guitar says, I will also be live on my channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Are all welcome. Cool.
Cool.
So, yeah, if you want to watch Ted's Cars and Guitars stream, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bono says, I put my thumb up, Lindsay, as soon as I came in, laughing his head off. Ted says, I always give a thumb up as soon as I come in. That's cool. That's cool. That's dedication.
Isn't that what Roy Castle has?
What, dedication?
Or had, yep.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Roy Castle went to the same high school I did.
For a second, you said something else there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to say something else then.
Yeah, Roy Castle went to the same place as the Pope did.
You know, I can still picture Roy Castle in that film with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, Dr. Terror's House of Horrors. Played a really good part in that.
Yeah, that was a Hammer movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. A collection of 4 short stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Donald Sutherland as well.
Yeah.
Apple says, no comment, Mark.
Who remembers BBC on a Friday or a Saturday night doing a horror double bill?
Oh, yeah.
Ted's Cars and Guitars says, my live stream will be every Wednesday also. David Marcus says, Roy was in that film Doctor Who and the Daleks. Ooh.
Who was that?
I've never been a Doctor Who fan, so
Me neither.
I couldn't comment on.
Me neither. I'm not a Doctor Who fan.
Yeah, he was, and yeah, that was the Peter Cushing one, yeah.
Yeah, that was with Bernard Cribbins and all.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think I only ever watched 2 episodes of Doctor Who. That was when David Tennant was in it.
I think he was the best one, to be honest with you.
And I thought, this is not my thing.
Even though the longest one was Tom Baker.
Funny that we mark our childhood with who played Doctor Who at the time. Mine was John Pertwee and Tom Baker.
And Patrick Troughton and what was the first one called? Now, can't think of his name.
You think Lindsay was hoping for 7 of 9 to be in there and she wasn't?
Oh, yes. Oh,
My tongue would have been hanging on the floor, man.
Jerry Ryan.
She's one sexy bird.
Certainly is. Hands off, she's mine.
Lindsay put dibs on her first.
Yeah, but I saw her first in Voyager.
She
Finally.
she guest cameoed in an episode of is it with that thing that had that Charlie Sheen in it.
What, 3.5 Men?
Yes.
Or 2.5 Men?
Yeah.
Who's that? Tyler Shear?
No, Jerry Ryan.
Oh, right.
Well, that's another empty sprue. Just one more sprue to get through. Time are we on? Quarter to. I'll get through this with another thing. And I've not got a base for it.
It'll be on the floor behind you, I guarantee you.
No, they were all on the bench. Every single one. And I've used every single one. Apart from this one, that's got no holes in. I've got a small one with a hole in. And a big one without.
And it'll be the big one without that you glue somebody direct to the base with.
Yeah. Yeah, they forgot to drill a hole in it. Right, let's see if that's 50 mil.
A man of your caliber, you'll be able to drill a hole in that.
Oh yeah, but it's the wrong size platform. It's only a small one, that 40 mil. I need a 50.
Right, I think that's me.
So I'll have to leave it. Let's all sort something out.
Oh, look, this castles in the sky. Nice.
What time are you planning going live on Sunday, Lindsay?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Right, I just need to, just so I know. Just make sure we have a Sunday dinner beforehand.
Ted Scars and Guitars says, everyone have a good evening. I need to go start making dinner, so I'll be ready for my live.
Yep, you take care, Ted.
Good evening. I need to go start making dinner, so I'll be ready for my live.
I better put a thumbs up on after.
Did someone forget the thumb?
Actually, what I could do, I'll just snip into YouTube now on my computer.
That's to be one of my panel. Dear, oh dear.
I put my thumbs up before I even came into StreamYard.
So did I. As I went meow in chat, I was number 4.
Right. Well, what I'll do, I'll just go on mute.
When I put my thumb up, I got it stuck in the pie. Oh, better be careful, otherwise I'll get banned.
Well, I've given it a thumbs up.
Can see it next week. As people come into the green room, Lindsay will be saying, did you put your thumbs up before you come in here?
Yeah.
It's all right. I only got complained at on Sunday for not doing that. So I made doubly sure I behaved myself tonight.
You were behaved.
David Markey says, later Ted. Quano says, woof, that's a big ship behind you, Dave. Love seeing a pig one.
Which one?
Apple says, my thumb is still in the Dutch dike, but yet the water is still increasing.
Which ship, Queno man? The battleship, that's the Missouri N-War 1945.
You'll have a bit more close up now.
Done that. Finished that. I think I finished that on your live stream, didn't I, Lindsay?
I think you did, mate, actually.
Yeah, how long ago was that? 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. 2 years ago.
Thought it was. TBG says, you'll go to YouTube jail is you don't get your thumbs up. And Quano Man says, ooh, there's 2 double whammy. Love him.
Okay, we're going to cheat. We're going to put that in blue one.
Oh.
Sounds like it's raining somewhere on one of your cameras.
Who's that? Me?
Someone. I can hear rain.
Not raining here.
Not raining here either.
Wait a minute. Let me just check.
TBG says you'll go to YouTube jail if you don't get your thumbs up.
Right,
Sonic says,
Lindsay.
hey?
I've done that.
All right, okay. Did you do quanos as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's that time, isn't it?
Really? 2 hours already? Blimey. Put into this one.
Right, it soon goes by, doesn't it? When you're enjoying yourself.
Hmm. And I've completed the back end of this one.
Well, looks good, that.
Yeah, it's quite a nice little kit. I mean, I built their Iron Dome system, what was it, last year? And I painted the crew figures as well. So I've just got the 100 crew for these ones.
Athol says, Dave Mack, I used to have, and I think I still have it somewhere, a DVD of masterclass building wrecked during wars. More debris than what's left standing. Very interesting watch. Hmm. I'll see if I can find that on YouTube somewhere.
Okay, so we'll quickly go around the benches. Mark first.
Okay, yeah. So, been working on this area tonight on here, and then that's the boiler in the cab, and then I don't know what these are yet, but we made them, so I've been doing them as well. So that's what I've managed to do tonight. But I'm tell you the truth, this is the first wooden kit model I've actually thought I'm really going to take my time with and try and do a really good job. So taking its time, I suppose.
Ooh, nice. Thank you very much, Mark.
Okay.
Very nice as well, Mark.
Good.
Thank you.
Well, I progressed on and built the back end of this little razor. I've added the first of the suspension bogies in, complete with little springs. So that's and ideally enough, ironically enough, I just finished the last section of the last suspension arm just as Lindsay announced that was it time, boys. So that was just a good time to end at that point. So,
Oh, thank you very much.
that's what I've done.
Okay, Dave Mack Builds.
Well, I managed to get these done. These were a bit awkward to get the arms in, and what I did, I seem to put a bit of pressure on a couple of them where the plastic has turned white, trying to get the arms in. But I'm glad they haven't snapped off. So that's the base for the last one, but it's got no hole in it like these have underneath here. So I'm going to have to try and figure something out for this one and try and get it in. That's it for them now. Just one more to go, and that's it.
Cool. Thank you very much. Okay, mate. Let's just change the camera. Okay, so what we've got done, we've got the second coat of the gold on, and we just got the first coat of the moot green for the orbs. So
Looks good.
also that one as well. So that's coming along. So that's what I've done tonight.
Good job, mate.
So that's me done. These are the tomb blades. Okay. So the camera's up again. Okay, yeah. So anyway, thank you very much for everybody coming in tonight. I'd like to thank Dave Mac Builds and Mark Smith, my moderator, and the one and only Mr. Panzercat.
Meow. Thank you for having me in, Lindsay.
I'd like to thank everybody in Chatland for coming along. It's always nice to see everybody. Always makes a stream. Without chat, there isn't a stream.
Yep.
So yeah. So thank you very much, guys. Put your thumbs up. See if we can get over 20. I'd like to thank those in the background that's watching as well, and also those from the PPM watching it through YouTube. If you've got a device, put the thumbs up. Be much appreciated. So, you never know when I'm going to be live again. I've got 2 hours to use up by tomorrow, so you could see a late night stream. So I could be burning the midnight oil. So, yeah. So,
And while you're burning the midnight oil, I'll be giving it the Zeds.
yeah.
I've been up since 4:30.
Yeah. So there you go. So I'm going to take a break, have a cup of tea and a smoke.
Have a Kit Kat.
Have a Kit Kat, and then I'll be setting up another stream. Yeah.
Be honest, you're going to eat the whole packet of Kit Kats.
Or why not buy yourself a packet of caramel wafers?
Yeah. Right. So anyway, thank you very much, everybody, coming along. We'll see you again next week, next Wednesday, the PPM, and hopefully we'll have Ron with us again when he puts the 50p in the meter.
Or a
So
shilling.
we'll say good night. Bye, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.